Alright, so I've got on some stretchy pants, some really comfortable shoes, lipstick that can hold up to the abuse that I'm about to put it through, and I am ready to rock this.
But first, a tram ride. They drive us from the parking lot through the Universal backlot to our foodie destination in Little Europe. Not as thrilling as the regular tour, but it does take us past Mr. Potato Head and the rebuilding of Courthouse Square and New York Street after the devastating fire of 2008. At last, we arrive to a champagne greeting and grab a wine glass to enjoy the American Wine and Food Festival. This tasty event benefits Meals on Wheels programs of Los Angeles. I love Sam Choi, and his creamy poke over sticky rice on top of a creamy horseradish sauce was one of my favorites of the night. This was fantastic, too.
That is delicious, that Vietnamese rice cake with mung bean and something.
Although wine is the emphasis, the hard stuff is also represented. Ice bars are always a nice touch. Notice the cobblestone streets. Remember earlier I mentioned comfy shoes? Well, after wine, wine, and more wine, those streets get a little tricky in fancy shoes. $300 per person, or $3,500 per table, gives you unlimited access to some of the finest food and libations around. Think of it as the longest, best buffet you've ever been to with all drinks included.
And what were we eating?
So it's an amberjack, it's a Sicilian amberjack from Sicily with anchovy sauce on top.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
With about 70 chefs and even more vintners, it's sadly impossible to try everything. But it sure is fun trying.
Why pig's feet and pig's ears? These are pork?
Because they're delicious.
What is this?
Oh, that is very nice.
Fresh tarragon and blueberries, dash of orange bitters, simple syrup.
Yawn. Wow. This is the delightful Key West Martini. No, was that what it was? Key West
Cosmo.
Key West Cosmo from Campanile.
Cosmo's martinis, who knows the difference after a few? Certainly not these fellas.
Jjigae. It's a lobster soup with a little spicy cabbage.
And a white eggplant ravioli. Both great, but I loved that lobster soup. I feel bad that I don't remember who the chef was here, because those stuffed zucchini blossoms made me very happy. Bouchon had great seafood and gave out gift bags. I loved Chef Wakia because he looked happiest to be there. And that lobster was tasty too. Now this actually turned out to be my very favorite thing of the night.
Black cod in a butter lettuce cup marinated in den miso, topped with a kataifu, which is a shredded fish.
Great. This from Nobu is spectacularly good. I am in love with this. I'm starting to get really full.
I can't give up yet. We've only eaten savory.
And now, dessert.
Sugar. Oh, honey, honey. You are my candy girl. Got me wanting you. Oh, honey, honey, honey. Sugar. Oh, sugar, sugar.
I owe big thanks to my friend Caroline for taking me to this event, and to her boyfriend Jay for allowing me to go in his place. Check out her blog at carolineoncrack.com.
We've had a lovely time. Cheers. Thank you, Caroline.
You're welcome back.
Even my least favorite things have been delicious.
And that means it was an evening very well spent.